So today we're going to be going over a wonderful post in a thread by user at Chad Belzis. I hope I'm saying that right. Link down to his Twitter below and the amazing thread he put on the official Call of Duty Reddit when it comes to Modern Warfare 2. And this stuff is absolutely amazing. I agree with every single point that he says. Guys, be sure to go like this, retweet it, go to Reddit if you're on Reddit and upvote this because this is absolutely amazing and we want to give this guy as much credit as we can. But basically everything that he says, he starts out with the time to kill. And he's basically saying that the time to kill is just way too fast, man. It's really fast. It needs to be slowed down just a little bit. And I totally agree with that. It doesn't need to be too slow, right? But you want that happy medium. And the nice thing about this time to kill is for us mouse and keyboard players, we can just snap onto people really easily. You don't really have to worry about tracking because they're dead once you just get on target, and just getting on target's the main point. So you don't have to really track anybody. It's really, really easy. And he also was talking about the minimap. I totally agree with the minimap not showing on unsuppressed firearms. It should show up when you have unsuppressed, firearms. See, it just makes it a lot easier to run around, and it helps with the flow of any game that you play. But Call of Duty, the traditional minimap, it helps with the flow. It gets people to stop camping and listening for footsteps. If you kind of know the general direction of where enemies are, that needs to change, and I hope that it will, because the player feedback has been absolutely, they've been going ham when it comes to we want a classic minimap back. So, and then he starts going on to talk about Ghost and Dead Silence, how it should be back to where it originally was as an actual perk, not with the new system. If you guys didn't know, in order to earn Ghost, you have to have it in the later system. Like, you don't get it right away. You have to earn it, and it's something that really needs to change. Because it just takes way too long. Someone that goes off and gets 3-4 kills in the beginning of the match automatically gets a UAV and everybody shows up, and then you just run through and get and chain kills. It's really easy. It's really simple to do. I personally don't mind the new system, and like he says here, he thinks that Ghost should be moved to just a perk that you can put on and replace it with something else. That way you start out with Ghost and you don't have to earn it. The whole earning thing is kind of funky to me. Maybe in the future we will have it to where, hey, we get 3 kills, then you get another perk, right? But you have to get those 3 kills and then you get that perk added on. And 6, kind of like how they did Specialist back in Modern Warfare 2019. I feel like they should do that in Modern Warfare 2, revamp the perk system, make it to where you can earn perks, and you can earn all of them if you wanted to just by getting kills, not have it as like a time-based, score-based system. Or like it could be a score-based system, basically, if you get enough score, like 300 points, if each point or each kill is worth 100 points, or like a hardpoint capture or a domination capture was worth 200 points, then I could see that and I could understand where they were coming from. But it's not like that, and I feel like it needs to be readjusted, retuned, basically. Dead Silence as a perk, I really am torn by this, because if you're having loud footsteps like it is right now, I feel like Dead Silence should be a perk. It promotes people running around. But I feel like if you get close, like say 5 to 10 feet away from somebody and they have Dead Silence, you should be able to hear them. And I feel like it's just one of those tough balancing acts that you have to go through, and it's really really discouraging, because the sound in this game is absolutely amazing. The sound system, everything, hearing footsteps, how loud and clear everything is, the gunshot sounds, I think that is just beyond any other game out there right now. But the footsteps, there's something that needs to be done, because this is an arena shooter. This isn't a battle royale. This isn't Warzone 2. We're talking about the base multiplayer system. So I feel like Dead Silence really should be a perk, and it should be something that is you should be able to equip to run around. They talk about how they want to have and encourage all these different playstyles, but yet they hinder us and they force us to play certain playstyles at one point and then another playstyle at another section of the game, basically after you earn your third or your third and fourth perk, like, which doesn't make any sense to me. Let me play how I want to play, and that would be that, man. Player visibility. He talks about player visibility. Yeah, this is something that needs to be addressed, something that needs to be fixed. I talked about it in my other video where I'm saying when you shoot your gun, it should not obstruct the where you're shooting at. It shouldn't obstruct your line of sight. I know it's real, and I know they're trying to stick to a realistic Call of Duty, but come on, man. I mean, this is an arena shooter. The point of the game is to run around and get kills, but if you can't see what you're shooting at, especially us mouse and keyboard players, when we don't have that help of aim assist, it's going to be very difficult. So I feel like they need to tone that back just a little bit. He talks about player mobility, seeing how fast the time to kill is. We're not going to go over that, but reload canceling. This is something that is absolutely stupid. I don't understand. You can't cancel reloads in this game, and keeping it along with that realistic aspect, I feel like that's just not it, man. Let us reload cancel, because we've been trained, we've been conditioned over the past 12 years. You have been able to cancel a reload if you need to. You might think I might be able to sneak that one reload in, but you just can't, because there's an enemy around the corner that just pops up and you react to it. You cancel a reload and you try to get the kill. LMGs, snipers, guns that have long reload times, you can't cancel them, so you're stuck in this reload animation. It's just really frustrating and annoying, and I think that's definitely going to get changed 100%. Slide canceling. Now, a lot of people think that slide canceling is just cringe and that it shouldn't be in the game. Me personally, I don't care if it's in or out, but you could still slide cancel in this game, and it goes over that it requires a little bit more skill to do, but you have to have a scuff or a controller with back paddles, otherwise you really can't do it, because if you are on just a regular controller, or unless you play claw, it adds it to where it's not accessible for everybody. Slide canceling back in MW 2019, you know, everybody could do it, right? It wasn't something that only people with paddles or back paddles could do, but it's not that simple in this game, and either you put it in or you don't. You make it accessible for everybody, or you just leave it out. I can go either or. I feel like this game will play pretty good without slide canceling, in my personal opinion. Disbanding lobbies he goes over, and the combat pacing. You know, disbanding lobbies, it's just going to happen. It's going to be in the game. It's just going to be it's just how it is. It's going to be, they never addressed it. It's been in the past 3 Call of Duties. We just got to get used to it, and overall, just, you know, nothing we can do about it. And whatever we say, you know, it is what it is. The strafe speed across all weapon titles, the strafe speed is slower, okay? The strafe speed is slower, and the time it takes for you to fire your weapon, to go from a sprint to firing your weapon, is just too long, man. The time to kill is just so fast, and if they're not going to do anything about the time to kill, then I feel like we need to have a sprint to fire time, like just have it be faster, because it's way too slow right now. Way too slow, and it just needs to be better. But he needs to bring back map voting. There's no map voting in the game. As far as the beta is concerned, he goes over map voting and all that. I could see what they're trying to do with this Call of Duty. Call of Duty has been basically the same for the past 12 years or so, ever since Call of Duty's been out, pretty much. And they're trying to innovate, and they're trying to make it fresh, and they're trying to make it new. They really don't care about us old players, right? They want to bring new players in, and I can totally understand that. I can totally get that. But you're changing the game where the game didn't need to be changed. That's my personal feedback. You are making things that weren't broken or that didn't need to be fixed. They were perfect. That's why people loved them. I.e. the perk system. It wasn't broken. It was fine. That's pretty much my main complaint. The minimap system, it wasn't broken. It was fine. It's something you didn't need to innovate on. Now, the gunsmith, that's like a cool innovation, right? That's something that you can innovate on. Or just player movement, like that's something you can innovate on. You know, it's something that you can keep up with the times, like leaning and jumping, and the whole movement system. That's something you can innovate on, make it better, make it more tactical, or make it more skillful movement wise. That's just a bunch of things that could be done. But guys, we're going to have a Warzone 2 video tomorrow talking about that. We're back in the daily uploads and up until the release of the PC beta. I'm super excited for it. But let me know down in the comment section below what you guys think of this. Go ahead and read the Reddit thread. Shout out to my mans. And as always, guys, remember, stay blessed and stay humble. And I'll catch you in another video. Peace.